So today, um, I wanted to share a story about something that happened to me, and it is very traumatic. Um, Hard for me to talk about, but I feel like I need to. Uh, it all started last year. Um, I had just moved to a new place. My parents were getting a divorce, and I was depressed. I still currently am. I have been for 4 years. I was frequently self-harming. I started using drugs. I was crashing and burning, per se. I had taken advantage of my mother. She would stay out of my way if I wanted to do something. She would turn her head because she thought it made me happy. I went to Penn High School in Granger, Indiana, Mishawaka, and I was trying to find myself. I had a boyfriend, I've had a girlfriend, I had friends, I had people that I could talk to but never could because I was too scared. In the process, I was trying to come out. Um, and it was very hard. But when I first got there, back to the point, my favorite class was technical theater. We would build things for plays, we would construct things for musicals or choirs and everything. And there was this one man that everyone loved. Everyone adored him. And at first, it felt like he didn't like me. And I felt as if I needed him to like me to fit it. So I put myself out there. I showed him that I'm nice and I'm funny and that I can tag along and I can handle whatever he throws. And he would always crack jokes, and I told him everything. I told him that I'm not close to my dad. I told him my problems. I told him everything. I trusted him. My friends saw that we were very close, and many people didn't really bother look. I thought it was okay. I thought it was normal. Nobody told me or warned me or said that it was wrong. Nobody said that. No one said for me to watch out for him because it seemed like he cared for me. And I thought he did. I cared for him. He was like a dad to me. He was there for me, and he would tell me everything would be okay. He gave me the best advice in the world. And he would tell me to get my life straight and to stop doing drugs, and that if I did, everything would be okay. So I stuck around. I would always stay after, alone with him, after school hours, and we would build things and talk and laugh. And I thought, that was okay. He was a grown man and I was with him a lot. And my friends were there too sometimes, and we would all joke, and it was so much fun. And I loved it. But in the beginning of the year, he came very close, and he started doing things that I just laughed off. That I thought were okay because no one told me that they weren't. He would just smack my ass if I wore leggings. I would make funny jokes like, stop that, or I would just laugh. No one everyone knew me as the girl that was very messed up. The people that knew. I had issues, and I didn't know how to handle them, and they knew that. So many of them gave up on me. The summer came, at the end of the year. I went one day. I actually went to school. Mind you, I was in an alternative school going to this one class. And one day, there's a booth. There's booths. You walk upstairs. There's a light booth, a sound booth, and a video booth, and then a whole auditorium. And we were all working, and Byron was acting very weird. And we were up in the sound booth, and my friend Glenn comes in, and Byron didn't like him. I don't know why. And Byron told me to tell him to leave. So I told him to go to class. And I really wish I did. After Glenn had left, we were going to turn off the lights in the booth. And as I was going to leave, he grabbed my arm and he pulled me towards him. And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "What are you doing?" And he told me that the reason he was so attracted to me was because of my beautiful eyes. And I didn't know what to do. I sat there with the man that I thought was there for me no matter what. Knew what I was going through, knew what happened to me, knew everything about me, knew that I didn't trust men. He proceeded as I just stood there. I didn't know what to do. I don't know if he saw. It was dark. But I did have tears running down my face. The whole time, I just thought to myself, I can't believe I'm letting this happen again. And with someone that was everything to me. Everything. He was my rock. I loved him so much. After I had missed my bus because of what happened, I called my mother. I told her to come get me, and I'm sorry that I missed my bus. As soon as I got home, I got on my laptop and I wrote what had happened. I just went upstairs. I don't talk to my mom. I don't talk to anyone. I wrote what happened, crying, and I called someone very dear to me. And I had told her what happened. I had no intention of going to the police. I had no intention. I loved him. He was like my dad. And I didn't want anything to happen to him. But she promised she wouldn't tell. So I trusted that. A couple days after, I was called into my principal's office with a social worker and a police officer. And right away I knew. And I lied. And I told him, no, she's lying. That's not what happened. And I never wanted anything to happen. I just wanted it to be over like it was the last time. And after that, I talked to her. And I talked to my mom. And I realized what he had done to me. And I had to tell someone so he wouldn't do it to anyone else. I went back in and I told them the truth. At the time, I didn't quite realize what had happened because I felt so numb. I was abusing every single drug I could find. I was high all the time. I was self-harming every day. And every time I looked down at my wrists or my thighs or my shoulders, it shows what he did. And when it came out, everyone that supported me and that heard about it, they turned on me when I moved here to Virginia, back with my dad. Said that I was lying. And that I was a whore. And that I'm gonna burn in hell. And that he did nothing wrong. But they weren't there. They didn't They didn't know what he did. They don't. This is my video to every single person who said that I was lying. To let you know I loved him like my own dad. And I would never do anything to harm him. But what he did is unthinkable. If you want to take anything away from this, watch it.